Let's get it started in here. Nah. Alright, looking. Welcome back. Right, so today I got my package in for my bags, right? I had ordered 1,000 bags. I'm about to check this bad boy out. And for those of you who are new here, why do I need 1,000 bags? Because I got this business that I'm starting in my barracks. It's kind of like a DoorDash or Uber Eat, if you would. You know what I'm saying? Delivering snacks. Now, I'm at the very bottom. Like in my last video, I showed how I was creating my website and delegating my products to the website. You know what I'm saying? And also, how do you determine what your profits margin is going to be and things of that nature. Now, of course, this is my sample. These are my samples right here. When I say samples, I mean my sample inventory. Because right now, I don't know what sells, what's hot, and what's not. So I got like pieces of everything, right? So once I understand, okay, this sell, then I know what to stock up on. If I'm like, hey, listen, don't nobody like orange juice in these barracks. There's no need to be buying any more orange juice, right? So let's check out these bags. Damn. And then we'll get it popping. What I also do, because I'm on my lunch break, right? So what I also do during my lunch break is I try to see what's going on in the market, especially pre-market. Right now we got the war in Iran popping off. Now Trump, he's saying that we'll be able to help escort oil tankers and things of that nature. We do not know what stage of our plans we're in. Let's just say that. And if I did know, guess what? I wouldn't tell you anyway. I'm just saying. But for you to pose a threat in a certain area, let's just bring this back to reality, right? Damn, hey, plastic bags heavy as shit, right? Let's just bring this back to reality. So you live in a neighborhood, and this neighborhood has been semi-peaceful, or it could have been safe to live it, but it's always been tension in the neighborhood, right? And then one day, all of a sudden, the houses start blowing up around you. The freaking say you had waterfront. If you had waterfront property, right? And people boats were getting blown up, right? Now, whoever was doing this thing could be like, you know what? We're done. We're not blowing anything else up. We're done. We're not killing nobody else. We're done. But would you still feel comfortable living in that neighborhood? Would you still feel comfortable putting your boat out on that lake? You see what I'm saying? So I think the damage is done. Especially with the trust of that route. If anybody has the inkling like, oh, because they can remember how important that route was. So I think this is just the beginning, to be honest with you. All right, so let's check out these bags. So I got 1,000 of these bags, and they're just normal shopping bags, right? But boom, hey, these hard. I take it. Boom. So the objective is when I get an order, boom, I pack the bag, shoot, put the order in the bag, walk it to their barrack, drop it off, collect the money has already been collected, but you know, and just go from there. I got a goal of an extra $1,000 a month, so that'll be good for my trading and stuff like that. If I can put an extra $1,000 a month, hell, I can put some towards shoes, my buy and hold. Right Right now I'm just stacking cash because of what's going on with the market. I'm about to pull up the computer right now so we can see what's going on in the market, right? So, like I was stating on the last video, SPY, which if you're not familiar with SPY, it's just the Fortune 500. So if you know nothing about stocks, you can still watch my video. I don't just talk about stocks. I talk about business. I talk about life. I crack jokes and everything like that. But if you didn't know anything about SPY, it's just the Fortune 500. So you got the it's really more than 500. But let's just say if it was like 532 or something. But if you got 500 of the best companies in America, that's what's in the Fortune 500. And it is indexed. So it's like a percentage of all those companies create the whole S&P 500. So whether it's going to move, their value takes it up or their value takes it down. Right? So that's pretty much what SPY is. It's the Fortune 500, the 500 best companies. Now, why people see it as a safer investment than investing in each individual stock, right? So say if, let's go back and say, you remember Blockbuster? Like if you was alive for Blockbuster, you remember Blockbuster? Like, so now you got Netflix and chill, right? But you used to have Blockbuster and chill, which I think is more fly, to be honest with you. You go, it depends on your vibe. You either go get the girl, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ride out, y'all can either go to get some dinner, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or you can go straight to the Blockbuster. It depends on your setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was real tight, you go and scoop her up. If y'all was trying to get to know each other or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or feel one of them things, you feel me? Like y'all meet at the Blockbuster. But you go in the Blockbuster, you walk in that thing, it smells like popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the new release. You got that new release wall. Oh man. Or you can go to like the comedy wall or the action wall. And you go get you that tape. You feel me? Now, when you go and you pull out the shelf, that bitch gonna be empty. I remember they had them in there, and then I remember they made them empty because I guess people were stealing the tapes. You know, people will steal anything. But, so you'll take that empty box up there, you know what I mean? And then they give you the rental. You feel me? Yeah. And then look, you get to the house, and then it's the last person didn't rewind the tape. So you gotta rewind it all the way back to the beginning because you started like near the end and shit. You almost seen the ending. But anyway, all right. So let's check this out. Let's check what SPY doing right now. Right now in pre-market, we're up 0.2%, 0.12%. My bad. All right, boom. We're up 0.12% right now. As you can see, this is pre-market. Boom, boom, boom. Remember, I said we was in this range. All right, we've been in this range since freaking 1125, 25. We've been in this range. We kind of came out the range a tad bit, but we came right back into that range. You see that? Now, I set this trend line to see if we're going to be make a downward move to take this 5% pullback line right here. This will, to be honest with you, if you are purchasing SPY, now this ain't advice, but 5% pullback, that's a good little time to deploy not all your capital, but just get your feet wet. And then you got this 10% down here. This is the correction right here. Boom. That's 10%. That's a correction. Now, anything when you go to 20% pullback from the high, that's a bear market. So we're a long way from a bear market. Right there at the 5% pullback. But this line right here, this the line, this 606.11, that's what I'm looking to buy. All right, there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's gonna pull back eventually to there this year. I ain't talking about like no long drawn out process, but this year, pull back to there, and then I'm gonna get in. Other than that, I'm gonna see what Undas is doing. This is my weekly Undas. Okay, that's good. I'm up. Oh, we up pre-market 1%. We supposed to be having the earnings here soon, so that's good. Got a little jump in the oil and everything like that. But other than that, I'm just keeping y'all posted. Hopefully I kept this under 10 minutes. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm here to thrive. Damn, where my button at? Oh, there we go.